Welcome to another episode of Daily Gym. Earlier today, I received a question in a private message about what kind of risk indicators I look at when I try to angel invest in a startup. Of course, I look at things like how the main KPI has grown over time, the cash burn, the debt ratio, how leveraged the company is, as well as the overall structure of the company or how the equity is divided among the various shareholders. But the number one thing for me is always the team. This applies not only to investing in a startup, but also working with a startup or trying to help a project in a bigger company and the members that are involved in that. I generally ask when somebody starts to pitch to me or tries to explain the project to me to have every core member in about 1 or 2 minutes explain to me what the business is about or what the project is about. What I look for in that pitch is not so much the technical knowledge or the ability to storytell. While those are important as well, the key thing for me is the passion. You can quite clearly tell, even if somebody's not a good speaker, that they feel very passionate and strongly about a certain project that they're involved in. The reason that it's important to me is that a lot of people, when they join a new project or they join a new company, feel inspired. They're excited about coming to work, excited about accomplishing a certain mission, but it's not something that is really deeply rooted. And it's more something that they might have been convinced by the people that attracted them to join the group, or they encountered something in life that made them want to work on this for a bit. But feeling inspired can last for some people a few hours, even a few days, few weeks, even a few months. But keeping something up for a few years just because of something that triggered you is generally not something that is sustainable over a long time. While most of us know that building a real business or a large-scale project is something that can take years, if not decades. That's where the difference between inspired or feeling really motivated and passionate about something is a bit of a hurdle. Related to that is the number of hours spent. Within a group, whether it's 2 or 3 people or it's a team of even 5, 6, 7 people, there's generally people that work more hours than others. Of course, working many hours doesn't mean that you're extremely productive and doesn't mean that the commitment level necessarily is different. But when we think about building a business or a project as quickly as possible, there is quite a substantial correlation with the number of hours worked, because in the end, speed kills. Of course, I'm not advocating that everybody should work 80, 90, 100 hours or more per week in order to get the thing done. But if you have 1 or 2 members that work 70, 80, 90 hours, while other members only work 30, 40 hours, within the team, that will create some kind of friction over time, unless there's a very clear distinction in terms of responsibilities, if not hierarchy, and that the people who work the most hours, who really try to pull the cart forth the most, have the most say in the whole project. That's kind of having been asked this question, it kind of gave me some time to reflect on this. And this is what I would like to share with everybody, that if you're in a team working on something new, really talk with each other before even starting how much you're able to commit to it, whether you're part of a bigger company and this is just a side hustle, or whether you're actually giving up everything and starting something. Every team member in the group needs to know, or every person in the business needs to know what people are thinking about in terms of this project, what their vision is for this project. And if the commitment is different, or if the time they have available to spend on this is different, it's not a problem. But you just need to make sure that everybody's on the same page and can move forward from there. That's all for today's Daily Gym. It was a bit later than usual, but I'll be back at a normal time tomorrow. Have a nice day, everyone.